Hello, hello. So, still celebrating and will continue to celebrate the publishing of my book, Living Your Intuitive Genius. And with that, I am hosting 30 days of lives. And today I'm talking about fear. Why is fear such a big player in our lives, right? Every single time we experience something new, fear shows up. Well, that's obvious, right? It's because we are doing something new. So, my name is Edna, and I am with Living Reality Dreams Life Coaching, um, and talking and celebrating you for wanting to grow. That was yesterday's message about seeking moments of opportunity when you decide to grow. The synchronicities of life start coming our way. And when those synchronicities appear, and even with our willingness to grow and to move forward, we experience fear. Fear is simply the evidence that this is something we haven't done before. I remember when I first started public speaking, in terms of speaking in this format, it was difficult. It was very fearful. It had all kinds of emotions associated with it. Similarly to the first time that we are called to go to school for the year, right? Our first date, the first time we go to a job, or when we go to a job interview. Every single time those moments come into our lives, we experience this anxiety called fear. And the way to deal with it is to move forward. I know many of us, at least some of my clients, have been stopped by fear. They don't want to continue because they really pay attention to that fear, and they allow fear to stop them. So the best thing to do is to recalibrate your energy by breathing in, breathing out from your mouth, and really think about the reason why you're doing this. Your willingness to take a step, your willingness to move forward, the reason that you're doing this. And that will put your focus on the thing that you do want, not the thing that you don't want. And moving forward then becomes a lot easier. Such as, you want that new job, therefore you have to show up to that interview despite the fear. Similarly, in anything that we want to do in life, you're going for that dream, and because it is not something that you made an appointment with someone else, you tend to be hesitant and not want to do it. And sometimes we don't go after those dreams because of fear. Knowing that fear is just evidence of knowing of our green growing edge. It's something that we haven't done before. It should make it a lot easier for you to know that fear is going to show up, and your willingness to look fear in the eye and move forward makes it easier and easier and easier every time. It takes courage to take that step, no doubt. And the more courage you show, the more evidence you're showing to spirit, universe, source, that you're willing to do this thing, and more synchronicities will show up in your life. So it's a funny story that I think it's funny, in terms of, we always think about the first day of school when we were little. We had that. First of all, we were excited buying the new clothes and getting our books and all of that. But the first day of school was always such a big deal, right? Well, I have a daughter that's a high school teacher, and I asked her. I said, do you still experience the butterflies every single year that you're going to be teaching? And she says, I do. I do. So I think it's really funny that even the teacher on the first day of school, it has the trepidation of, gosh, this is something new. This is a new classroom. So it's a normal state of being, in normal way of that life shows up for us. And we just know that it's just because we haven't done it before. And using the step that I just showed you of breathing, recalibrating your energy, focusing on the why you're doing this thing, and then doing that thing rather than concentrating on the fear and the feelings that you may be feeling. So with that, I hope that that serves you, and continuing to celebrate with you the publishing of my book. If you want to subscribe to my blog where I share some of these tools with you, then feel free to do so by going to my website, which is it's part of this. It's www.livingrealitydreams.com, livingrealitydreams.com. So with that, I love you very much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.